Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, and its name is The Talkative Barber. It is from class 5th, subject English. So, here we can see barber. Barber means a person who cuts hair. So, here you can see he is cutting hair. So, we can call this person barber. Okay. And before that, we have one more word, talkative. Talkative means a person who talks a lot. So, today we will study a story. We are going to read a story about this barber who is very talkative. So, let's get started. Long, long ago, a sultan whose name was Shahryar ruled over a large kingdom. His queen was a good storyteller. Each night she would tell a story to the king. She narrated ancient Persian and Arabic folk stories. This is one of the stories from the Arabian Nights. Read this story about a man who cannot stop talking. In the city of Kashgar lived a barber who was a great talker. Once the Sultan called the barber to shave his head. The barber started talking non-stop instead of saving him. The Sultan got angry. When are you going to stop talking and begin to do your work? The barber replied. You do me an injury by calling me a chatterer. For everyone says I am very quiet. I have 6 brothers whom you might call chatterers. Their names are Buckbone, Buckburya, Buckbuck, Al-Kaz, Al-Nashi, and Shakabak. One is humpbacked, one is toothless, one is half blind, one is quite blind, one is deaf, and the other has a defect in his speech, and they are all great talkers. But I am the youngest of my family, and I am very quiet and sparing with words. Give him 3 pieces of gold, the Sultan cried, losing all patience, and send him away. I'll not be saved today. My master, cried the barber, it was not I who came to seek you. It was you who ordered me to come. So I'll not quit your house till I have saved you. He then began narrating another story, which lasted half an hour. Stop making your fine speeches and let me go quickly. I have an affair of the greatest importance. I have to go out at noon, said the Sultan. When he saw that the Sultan was really angry with him, the barber said, "O master, do not be angry. I'll begin to save you." Saying this, he washed the Sultan's head and began to shave. But he had not touched him even 4 times with the razor, when he stopped and said, "My master, you are acting harshly in this matter. Go on saving me. Speak no more," ordered the Sultan. "Be patient," said the barber. "Perhaps you have not considered well what you were going to do. I wish you would tell me what this matter of great importance is all about, and then I'll give you my opinion on it." "Finish shaving at once," the Sultan exclaimed. But instead of doing this, the barber let the Sultan half shave to go and see what time it was. "My patience is exhausted," the Sultan cried. "Be calm, my master, and you shall be shaved in a moment," said the barber, and saying this, he continued saving the Sultan. But while he was doing this, he could not help talking. "If you could inform me what this important affair is, I would give more advice which you might find useful," he said. The Sultan was completely fed up by now and decided to satisfy the barber. He told him that he was giving a feast to some friends at noon, which was why he was in a hurry to leave. When the barber heard the Sultan mention a feast, he exclaimed. That reminds me, yesterday I invited 4 or 5 friends to come to my house today, but I had quite forgotten it and have not made any preparations for them. The Sultan, who was at the mercy of the Barber, was ready to do anything to be rid of him. Be quick and finish your work, the Sultan replied, and you shall have all the food that has been prepared for me today. Please show me the food so that I may judge if it is enough for my 5 friends. I have enough food for you, the Sultan exclaimed, but he ordered that all the food prepared for his feast be brought in. The barber looked over the food and said, "This is very good, but I shall want some fruit for the dessert also." The Sultan, in desperation, since his head was half shaved, ordered that the fruits should also be brought in. The barber leapt up, saving the Sultan to examine each dish separately. This took up half an hour. The Sultan stamped his feet impatiently, but the barber did not hurry. At length, however, he again took up the razor, but after a few minutes of work, stopped suddenly and cried, "I never knew that you were so generous." So, children, here we have some new words. The first word is chatterer. Chatterer means someone who talks a lot. Defect, a fault. Opinion, what a person feels about a person, thing, or subject. Exhausted, tired, and fed up. Dessert, a sweet dish served after the main meal. Children, this is dessert, not dessert. Examine, to look at something very carefully, at length, at a stretch. So now here we have exercise number 1 and question number 1 of this exercise. Let's read. Okay. So here we have question number 1. How many brothers did the barber have? So the answer is the barber had 6 brothers. Why was the Sultan in a hurry? The Sultan was in a hurry because he had invited a few friends to a feast at noon. Why did the barber take so long to shave the Sultan? So answer, the barber continued talking and wasting time. That's why he took so long to save the Sultan. Now the question number 4, and in this question you will see true or false. So here we have some statements and you just read these statements and find that these statements are correct or incorrect. If the statement is incorrect, then you write there false, and if the sentence is correct, then you write there true. So the first statement, the barber was saving the Sultan's beard. So I think it is incorrect because the barber was saving the Sultan's head. So here it is false because this statement is incorrect. Now the next one, the Sultan gave him 3 gold coins. So the answer, it is true. The statement is correct. Now the third one, the barber refused to leave the Sultan's palace. So it is also true. Now the last one, there were 7 brothers all together in the Sultan's family. So it is incorrect. Why? Because here it is written that there were 7 brothers all together in the Sultan's family. Actually, these 7 brothers all together in the Barber's family. Okay. So now let's see the fifth one. Why did the barber want a lot of food? So answer, the barber wanted a lot of food because he had invited 4 or 5 friends to lunch at his house that day. So children, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day.